In the services where there is coaching, I think there's an increased motivation and people are quite enthusiastic and displaying the behaviours that the council have.
They feel valued because they've had the opportunity to have a coach. And that, that's quite a powerful thing. Some people really feel that shows the council values who they are. So we are retaining staff that we might have lost.
I feel like actually my skills are in empowering other people to solve their problems. So I feel like I've become a more effective manager and more relaxed person.
Some of the comments that you hear, things like, I feel less stressed now, I feel I can get more out of my team, and it's helped me to think about things in a very different way.
As the coaching journey progresses, you see the change in the people. I think that's the best benefit that I've seen.
And when I think about the things and the development opportunities that actually have impact, I think coaching is the one that I see as having the greatest impact.
It took 3 sessions to get her there, but in the end she decided that what was right for her in her personal and professional circumstances was to go for the promotion opportunity, and I found out last week that she did that and she was successful, and that she directly attributed that to coaching.
I think actually for some people it's been the fact that they've looked visibly different when we've come to the end of the coaching, so it's almost like they've become a better version of them, really.
If people feel more confident, it increases their self-esteem. Some say they even come out of coaching feeling more enthusiastic, more motivated and happier. If that's not going to have a knock-on effect on productivity, I don't know what is.
The amount of time that you go to meetings or have conversations with staff and the word coaching crops up, I think there seemed to be sort of a real sort of culture change over the last few years.
I don't think people really understood what it was, and now it's in one-to-one discussions, it's in appraisal discussions.
Culture of having this as an approach where we help people to help themselves says something really positive about us as an organisation.
There's a real buzz and passion for coaching, which is just lovely to be around. That motivates me and that drives me too.
For me personally, being a coach, I think is just rewarding. The fact that you're helping somebody to make a difference, and that difference means a lot to them.
I know we started the training, there was the cliche of it's changed life, but it has actually changed my life in how I do things, how I approach things, and what I do in the future. So I think it's the best thing I've ever done.
And I've even found myself in a restaurant and the waiter or waitress comes up to you afterwards and says, "How's your meal, sir?" And typically you might say if there's something wrong or not. Now you get into the sort of way of saying, "Well, what do you think?"
Coaching for me has essentially made me believe in myself, which has had benefits both in the workplace and out of it.
I suppose the biggest impact I felt at work is that I'm managing to communicate a lot better than I previously did. I think people who I work with have also noticed it, which is nice.
It's built my self-belief and my confidence, because I found as an experience it's kind of often unlocks the answers that are already there in yourself.
It's made me more confident to go and try things, if that makes sense. It's certainly improved relationships with my immediate colleagues.
So for me the impact of coaching has really been, it's improved my confidence first and foremost, but it's done that in a way that's allowed me to develop my skills.
So yeah, and it's just great to have a bit of time that's allocated just for your kind of development in that way, rather than thinking you're bothering someone by asking them to help you find a way through things.
I think before I embarked upon receiving coaching myself, I was a little bit cynical, it was suggested to me by my line manager as an option, and I can remember thinking, I'm a bit too long in the tooth for this, I've been around too long, what can they offer that I've not already sought out? But I was really, really pleasantly surprised by the effect of it. So I'd definitely encourage others to go with it. And
I've been coached myself, and I found that having that space and time to work out for myself how to manage some of those difficult issues and challenges that I felt at the time as a new manager had a real impact for me.
My coach has really allowed me the opportunity to think about the problem, really break it down. You know, ask those questions which have challenged me, but in a healthy way. You know, the coach allowed me to search out the answers, and through, you know, effective questioning, she was able to get those answers that necessarily weren't at the forefront of my mind.
I think my coach was absolutely fantastic. I stuck with the coaching programme for the whole, kind of a whole 6-month period, so I saw quite a lot of progression over that time.
In terms of key qualities of the coach, she was fantastic at listening. You really felt that she was there with you in the moment, and was quite happy to invest time in what she was doing.
The way that we sort of set tasks and were honest with one another, it just felt really comfortable to be able to speak openly. Sometimes challenged at parts where I needed to be challenged.
If I could put that coach in my handbag and carry him around with me all the time, that would be brilliant. And I have told him this.
I'd always recommend coaching for others, because I think each person is an untapped potential, and coaching enables you to tap into that potential.
I would definitely recommend coaching to anybody really that's either looking to further improve the performance, or if they've got a particular issue that they're feeling a little bit stuck in a rut with and they're wanting to explore some new opportunities and solutions.
I love coaching. I think it has huge benefits for the individual and the organisation. I think that people previously wouldn't have thought about a particular problem or maybe sought a solution, and I think coaching just allows you to do that in quite a natural way as well. It doesn't feel forced.
As a coach, it's made a big impact on me. I've seen the impact it's had on coachees, so definitely I would recommend it. Big time.
I'd most definitely recommend coaching for other people. It really is a powerful development tool. I've been in learning and development for a long time, and it is a tool that really does make a lot of difference to people.
I think coaching is ideal for everybody. There's no one person in Kirklees that can say that they feel that they are doing their job perfectly well. There's always room for improvement.
I think it's an absolutely fantastic resource that's being offered to us by our employer, i.e. Kirklees Council, and it's an opportunity that not everybody has, and I think people should take advantage of it.
Yeah, I would totally recommend coaching for others. I think it seems like such sort of an open process that it could help you no matter what you thought you might need help with. It doesn't feel like there's only certain things it would apply for.
So I'd say to anybody that's considering coaching to take the plunge really and go for it, because the very worst that can happen is that you don't achieve the goals that you're setting out to achieve, but the very best is, well, as the example that I gave you illustrates, the sky's the limit, and who knows what could come from it. So I need it. I'm bought in to coaching.